In the small village of Whiskerwood, the Fur Festival was the most anticipated event of the year. Cats of all shapes and sizes gathered to show off their beautiful fur. The fluffy white Persians, the shiny orange tabbies, and the elegant gray Siamese. But there was one cat who never came to the festival. A little sphinx cat named Felix. Felix wasn't like the other cats. Rather than having fluffy fur, his body was smooth and pink, leaving him exposed to the sun and cold. He always felt small and out of place because of that. The other cats whispered to each other whenever Felix passed through the town square. "He looks so strange," said the striped tabby. "It's unnatural," said the Persian, fluffing her tail. "What if it frightens the kittens?" "He doesn't even look like a real cat," added the Siamese, glancing away. Felix kept his head down and avoided their stares. When the Fur Festival came around each year, he'd stay home. Maybe they're right, he thought, curled in the shadows. Maybe I don't belong. This year, a powerful storm swept through Whiskerwood the day before the Fur Festival. The winds howled, and the rain poured down like a waterfall for hours. When the storm finally calmed, the cat's pelts were a mess. The Persian's silky coat was all knotted and tangled. The Siamese's sleek fur clung uncomfortably to her skin. Even the tabby's stripes were dulled by rain and dirt. "What should we do?" the Persian cried. "We can't hold the Fur Festival looking like this." "Maybe it's better to cancel it," said the Siamese. "It wouldn't be proper to hold it in such a state." Some cats nodded in agreement. Others muttered that the storm was a bad omen. Just as the cats were panicking, Felix stepped out from behind a tree where he had been quietly listening. "Why cancel the festival?" he said. "I've never had fur, and I've always thought the festival seemed fun." The other cats stared at him in surprise. "But how can you enjoy the festival without fur?" asked the Persian. Felix hesitated, then said, "I used to think I couldn't. But then I realized I can still pounce, play, and have fun. Just like all of you. And that has nothing to do with whether I have fur or not." The cats didn't know what to say. Some looked thoughtful. Others looked uncomfortable. "Maybe Felix has a point," said the tabby cautiously. But the Persian frowned. "It's not that simple. The Fur Festival is about tradition. It's always been about celebrating beautiful fur. Without that, what does it even mean?" "And think of the kittens," added the Siamese. "They're so impressionable. If we change the festival now, what kind of message are we sending?" Felix's ears drooped as he listened. He knew that it wasn't just about the festival, it was about him. "I'm not trying to change anything," Felix said quietly. "I just thought, maybe this year I could join you." The Persian sniffed and looked away. Feeling the familiar sting of rejection, Felix began to turn away. Why did I think it could be different this time? He thought, heart sinking. Suddenly, the tabby spoke up from behind Felix. "Wait," she said. "Felix has a point. This is the Fur Festival, but it's also about us cats being together, isn't it?" Some cats nodded slowly. Others shifted uncomfortably. "But it's always been about showing off our fur," the Persian insisted. "What's the point of holding the festival then?" "But look around," said the tabby. "None of us look our best right now. And Felix, he's been part of this village all along, hasn't he? Why shouldn't he be part of the festival?" The other cats murmured, unsure. Felix turned back, his tail flicking. "I don't want to take anything away from anyone," he said. I just want to celebrate too. I may not have fur, but I love this village as much as any of you." The Siamese glanced at Felix, then at the other cats. Finally, she sighed. "Maybe we've been wrong," she said. "If fur is the only thing that matters to us, then what does that say about ourselves as cats?" One by one, the cats agreed. They decided to hold the festival anyway, no matter how their fur looked. Without worrying about fur, the cats found new ways to celebrate at the fur festival. The tabby started a game of hide-and-seek. The Siamese led a graceful dance, even with her fur clinging wetly to her legs. The kittens chased Felix, laughing as he darted and leapt across the square. The Persian, still hesitant, watched from the edge of the square. But seeing how Felix and the kittens were playing so happily, she joined in too. For the first time, Felix felt like he was truly a part of the village. From that day on, the cats of Whiskerwood learned to question their old traditions and think about what really mattered. While not every cat changed their mind right away, the Fur Festival became less about fur and more about celebrating all cats of Whiskerwood, no matter what they look like. And Felix? He never hid in the shadows again.
Whiskerwood, where fur would shine, the cats would gather all in a line. Persians, tabbies, coats so grand, but Felix stayed back, alone where he'd stand. No fur to groom, no tail to fluff, but his heart was brave, his love enough. Furless Felix, don't you hide, you've got a spark of fire inside. It's not the fur that makes you strong, it's who you are, you belonged all along. One stormy night, the fur was a mess. The cats all panicked in their distress. Felix spoke up, his voice rang true. You don't need fur to be part of the crew. The cats all stared, unsure what to say, but Felix had shown a new kind of way. Furless Felix, don't you hide, you've got a spark, a fire inside. It's not the fur that makes you strong, it's who you are, you belonged all along. Let's dance in the rain, let's play in the square. No matter the fur, no matter the wear, we're a family here. We rise and fall. Felix, you've shown us the heart of it all. Furless Felix, you shine so bright, a beacon of hope in the pale moonlight. It's not the fur, it's the love that's strong. You're one of us, you belonged all